I'm gonna be real, today's video is going to be a non-brainer. I'm just going to serve you guys slop. I paused all my readings and research just to talk about Sunday ships because that man deserves to be passed around like a blunt. If you don't want to hear me up about more personal matters and updates, feel free to skip to the next timestamp. So if you've been following my channel for a while, you know I also make some pretty heavy analysis content. I mean, I would be lying if I'm not going through 7 stages of grief every time I start on making those projects. And for legal reasons, I still have to make them, but don't get me wrong, I still enjoy making that type of content, and it's probably the reason why I'm being asked to, but I also don't want to make it a reason for me to burn out. I've been reflecting a lot because for almost a year, I'm struggling with the typical creator's dilemma of having so many ideas yet so little time, and having ADHD does not help with the situation at all. I sincerely apologize if anyone is still waiting for that long-awaited Honkai Star Rail character analysis. It just pains me because it's what I also personally want to do, but of course I gotta prioritize other demands first. Like, ugh, that final analysis is still in the basement and that Aventurin script is slowly rotting away. And if you noticed, I do try to make light-hearted content once in a while, but I still try to make them appealing and stand out because YouTube sometimes hate me for some reason. So when I was working on my new project the other day, I'm like, let's pause and just do something I want without thinking if this is good for the numbers or whatever it is. Just something I really want to make for myself, because that's how the channel started. I just make videos because I want to share my silly thoughts and stupid editing to my friends, and I'm more than thankful to have you guys joining in the fun. And honestly speaking, I love the little community we built, even though most of us, including myself, probably needs to go to therapy. So here we are. For the OGs, you guys know I'm a huge Sunday fan, and I love the complexity of his character. I've talked deeply about his lore, his splash art, and now I think it's time to talk about how much of a slut he is. First things first, I am not here to advocate any sort of ship wars. I think it is the most stupid thing to ever exist. For someone as greedy as me, I still have preferences and stuff I don't like, but that's not a reason for me to invade other people's spaces and be rude about it. So the same thing should apply to the rest of us. And second, please don't come at me and treat me like I'm trying to state facts. These are just my personal headcanons, and you are free to have your own as well. Anyways, let's talk about Sunday. My first ever Sunday ship was probably Galladay, because I'm always a sucker for toxic yaoi. Of course, that scene of Sunday getting stabbed with suspicious liquid squirting out made me feral. But then 2.3 came and Galladay was actually doomed yaoi? Hello? And probably the fact that we don't get any more Gallagher content, I wasn't feeling this ship anymore. I'm sorry, I've been a fake fan. I'm joking. I still enjoy it every now and then, but maybe I grew out of it because there were other more interesting combinations that piqued my interest. So as I continued my Sunday ship journey, Suntrine was like dangling in front of me like, hey, this is toxic too. And it's not Doom Yaoi. Of course I'd eat that shit up. I think what attracts me the most about this ship is that they're both pretty twinks. You know, the ship where it's kind of hard to guess who's top or bottom, which I have no specific preferences regarding on this one. And while I was working on an Aventurin character study, it made me even drawn to their chemistry. You get these two individuals who grew up losing their family, yet both grew up to have completely different views on how to treat life, where one gambles it away easily and the other tries to preserve it even at his own cost. But at the heart of it, both fail to see what makes life meaningful in the first place, the reason why it exists before death, and the reason why it ends. Oh my god, I'm analyzing again. I'm supposed to think with my dick. My bad. Anyways, because of this, I don't just feed on the toxicity these two have. I mean, they're tasty as hell. The type of content I get, it's chef's kiss. But the possibilities of both learning from one another to overcome their upbringings with a little fluff, I like that too. Sunwelt has got to be my top 3 Sunday ships as of now. Maybe even top 1. I don't know. I love whatever is going on between Sunday and Welt. I know it's probably not for everyone because they kind of see Welt as a father figure instead, but for me,
this shit means something to me, man.
Like every single time I read a Sunwelt fanfic, I be biting my nails, curling my toes and everything because it's so peak. I think my favorite trope is the inexperienced Sunday slowly realizing he's actually a freak. And then you combine that with his trauma and guilt, and there's Welt treating him so well. Like, it's okay to feel good. But at the same time, he enjoys getting scolded every now and then, and Welt is the perfect person to fit in that role. Sexual matters aside, I think it's a healing process for Sunday to have someone who pampers that inner child of him. We know how Welt is still a kid at heart, even though for a grown-ass old man like him, and I like that for Sunday to learn from him. To stop hiding behind the savior facade he built, to stop thinking about the weight of the world for a while, and just to indulge in his worldly desires. It's not out of character for him to get excited over puddings. He's even secretly Robin's biggest fan. If he didn't give a damn about her career, he would literally not let her sing because her exposure would lure to more danger. So he's a guy who really likes a lot of things, like any sort of entertainment. And we have to remember, he was the former head of the planet of festivities. It's just whatever was indoctrinated to him made him feel like these selfish joys are clashing with the guilt he carries. Like, he's seen people suffer, so what makes him deserve to enjoy life? Daddy Welt, come save us! Now, Sunblazer is a cracked ship because it's so good and I can't get enough of it. I'm more into Sun-K because I feel like Kalis is more stupid compared to Stell, which makes the ship even more cracked. I mean, shout out to every Sunstell fans out there. There's many amazing people I know who enjoy Sunstell as well. And I love how each time the Trailblazer just keeps on bullying Sunday affectionately, which makes it funny because Sunday actually sees them as their mentor. And you know how serious Sunday takes this, actually, because he can literally just pay back Trailblazer by giving him some fake schizophrenia or something just to rank him off, but he just takes it, which makes it kind of endearing in a way and shows what a pathetic loser he is. He's so head over heels. You guys can't deny Sunday's admiration after getting railed like that. While I know I just mentioned a few, I also have many other Sunday ships that I genuinely like. I don't know why this man is so shippable. And to name some more, Sun Axa also seems interesting, yet I haven't explored much of their dynamics. Sunblade is good too though. I was there since day 1, since the Sunday Stellar and Hunter theory, and Sun Guang is surprisingly appealing for me because his dynamic with Yao Guang sort of brings back his bratty and cocky side of him again after trying to be a goody two-shoes within the Express. And for Sunhung, don't even ask. I ship him with every male in the Astral Express as well as the men in Amphorius. I've also seen a Sunday and Flynn's ship. Like, they're both going to be so annoying trying to wore each other out. And lately, you guys are not gonna believe this, but I've also been venturing Sun Raga. It was like, I saw this one fan art, like they drew a Mahoraga with his little wings flustered and then covering up his face. It was so cute. Gosh, I love being delusional. I think one last important ship I have to mention is Sunweek. You know how serious Hoyo is with their self-cest, and I will eat that up. I think their relationship could be even more toxic compared to Suntrine because no one can hate you more than yourself, and no one can love you as much as yourself either. It's definitely gonna be spicy. And if you're wondering, Kit, do you self-ship too? I kind of do some Yuma shipping, but not much on Sunday. I kind of of seem like a secret third thing. It's not the same how I insert myself with Finance, for example. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I hope it does. I don't know if you guys enjoyed me yapping nonsense, and this feels more of a filler content, but I'm glad to speak my mind freely on this extremely important matter. I think we should all talk more about the things we enjoy. Fandom spaces nowadays, well, at least from my experience, are getting filled with a lot of negativity and hatred. Almost everything gets scrutinized. Like, nothing can ever satisfy anyone. So I really hope things get better and people have more respect for one another. And if you guys actually enjoy this type of laid back stuff, feel free to let me know, because I've always wanted to talk about other things and not just exclusively Hoyo games related. For example, there are times I want to yap about an anime series or a movie, but I'm like, this is gonna cost me 2 weeks if I put everything well together. So by knowing that some of you may just be fine with videos like this, then that probably makes me feel more at ease. Again, I still love making those high effort videos, but at times I just want to talk from my butt. So yeah, that's all for today, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!